little boot review tonight. If you follow my channel, you will know that I've recently been doing a long-term review on some fantastic boots from SOLOVAIR. These are approaching their 6th month. These are the 8i shiny, high shine leather derby boots, 8-hole, and yeah, 6 months, really impressed. I'm doing those on a side-by-side comparison with some Made in England Doc Martens. If you know anything about SOLOVAIR, you'll know that they've got that long-standing link with Doc Martens. They used to manufacture the boots on their behalf under licence. In the late 90s, I think it was, they went their own way and very much became their own brand. But they've always got that link to Doc Martens. I thought I'd do a comparison of those. So really impressed with these. 6-month review on those coming up very, very soon. But in a similar vein, I wanted some boots for the office. Something I could dress up a bit with, some good quality black denim, something a little bit more formal. I looked at burgundy boots, I looked at black boots. In the end, I've bought 2 pairs. So there will be a second review in a minute, or coming shortly, of something a little bit special from Herring. These Windermere boots in nice burgundy, which I think will be really nice in the office, but that is for another day. What we've got today is SOLOVAIR, and these are their 6-hole high shine black Brogue boots. So there's nothing much to share on the box or in the packaging, nothing to read in there. All about the boots, just the way we like it. So these are the 6-hole high shine derby Brogues. Very much similar construction to the more sort of Doc Martens style boots. Same thick, heavy sole. And on these boots, these soles really are pretty hard wearing. That's what I'm finding in my side-by-side test with Doc Martens. Much tougher, good tread depth, much more resilient rubber. Maybe it lacks a little bit of that bounce, slightly heavier maybe, but a pretty tough sole. So here they are, the Brogues in high shine. So the plan is to dress these up a bit. I think they go well with cuffed denim, but that's not necessarily their intended purpose. So these will be going probably with some dark blue chinos, some good quality black denims, nice tapered leg to show off these boots, I think. And I think these will go really nicely in the office. Being of this sort of welted rubber sole construction, they're going to be pretty comfy all day long, pretty resilient for walking. You know, you're not dealing with a temperamental leather sole with these, so quite a nice sort of hybrid boot almost for the office environment. As I say, the SOLOVAIRs I've been really impressed with, but these do step it up a notch. When we come in for the close-ups, we will show you some of the details, but leather lined throughout, and very nice refined stitched details. Much more refined look than the normal SOLOVAIRs that you'll have maybe become more familiar with. Again, it's got the welted stitched sole construction there, but in contrast to what you might find on a Doc Marten boot, this is a very dark grey stitch, slightly more sort of a higher sort of frequency of stitch there, so also it looks a little bit more refined, a little bit played down on that construction. I think they'll work really nice in the office environment. So before we get into the close-ups and look at the details, I will just say on the sizing, with the original boots I did end up sizing up half a size. In hindsight, I think I could probably stay true to size, so I'm a UK 8. My previous SOLOVAIRs are 8.5. Now that's great with a thick winter sock, but anything thinner than that, my feet certainly could do with a little bit more of a slimmer boot. So I've gone with 8 on these, a slightly narrower last on the toe there, much more sort of pointed toe box, but these are absolutely fine in 8. So I would say on reflection, SOLOVAIRs, certainly I'd go true to size of anything I was buying in Doc Martens, and actually I'm pretty much 8 in all shoes, apart from very, very formal shoes, which I tend to go down half a size, strangely. So the sizing, pretty much true to size to my eye, in my experience. Your mileage might vary. This is an F width fitting, slightly narrower than some of their styles, but still fairly generous around the toe box. I tend to find that with selection of socks, appropriate selection of socks, most boots I can get to fit true to size. It's just a case of thinner or thicker socks. Occasionally a insole might help, but not something I typically invest in. The break-in on SOLOVAIR, to my experience, okay, there's a bit more of the construction here, so you've got a double thickness of leather, a few more stitch details. It will take a touch more breaking in, but I must say I've found break-in on SOLOVAIRs, on the single pair that I've had, pretty easy. Okay, well, let's get in for some close-ups, and then we'll wrap this video. Coming in for some close-ups here. You can see the welted sole construction. You can see the heat seal between the sort of harder rubber and the translucent rubber base. Nice subtle grey stitch in there. Detailing on the broguing's really, really nice. Really top quality stitching. Not noticed any sort of defects or flaws. High shine corrected leather. So really all that needs to care is, or for care, is a little bit of the old sort of wax. The broguing detail continues all the way up the boot. Pull tab. These laces are pretty good. Nylon, which I always find to wear a lot better than cotton. So no problems there, 6 holes. These soles are very similar in design to the Doc Marten sort of bouncing sole, but much more robust, tougher rubber, deeper tread, thicker tread, a little bit heavier, maybe a little bit less bounce, but a pretty robust sole. Obviously one thing they don't have is the sort of longitudinal lines on here, so again you've got a slightly more refined look. You can see how it's been shaped by machine once it's been fixed on, but a little bit more refined. If we just take a look at a boot with the laces undone, you can see the leather lining throughout, so that will add to the warmth. Also add something to the longevity, certainly around the heel cap here, where certainly I find my heels can sort of damage the sort of the fabric linings. So leather's much more hard wearing, slips on easier. Little sort of heel plate in there. Little bit of padding, something for your to take shape around your foot. Nice sort of embossed Made in England info. Model number and size on the side there. Yeah. Well made boots. That pretty much brings us to the end of the video. The one thing I didn't mention earlier on was price. Now these are priced exactly the same as the 8-hole boots, which I think, given the extra detailing, the leather lining, I think represents pretty good value. £175, so you're talking a little bit cheaper than sort of your American heritage boot, a little bit cheaper than your sort of classic sort of English sort of Brogue. I think that's pretty decent value. These can be resoled, so this is a heat welted construction. SOLOVAIR sell new soles for I think about £15 a pair, and you can send this off through somewhere like Timpson's and they will send it away to head office and have that sort of stripped back and then melted back on. It's sort of heat applied, so not something your everyday cobbler will do, but something you can send it away for a resole. Now obviously see the soles, nice thick treads, pretty resistant rubbers. And if you want to find out a bit more about how these guys are wearing, you can see they're pretty good on the soles there. 6 months wearing these every day for work, or actually, sorry, every day in rotation with a pair of Doc Martens, so plenty of wear. If you watch my channel, you'll know that I wear my boots pretty hard, so these are holding up pretty good. These are exactly the same construction, same corrected high shine leather, so I'm expecting quite good things from these. So, well, that's pretty much the end of the video. We will do a follow-up video very shortly on these, talking about the break-in, reflecting on sizing. As I say, I've taken a true to size on these, but we'll see what my thoughts are after break-in. These guys will come up for a 6-month review, so around about the beginning of December. Tune in for that. And yeah, we'll take it from there. If you haven't seen my channel before, please check it out. Lots of boots. English boots, American heritage boots. I love boots. It's all about boots on my channel. Quality denim, everyday carry, fountain pens, pen knives, that sort of stuff. Check it out. We might share some other common interests. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Love it if you're subscribed. Hope that's useful. I'll catch you for the next video. Thank you very much. Bye bye.